Hello everyone. I sorry that was a slight delay. I thought that we're actually going live as we used to. I thought that. Apologies for that, but I hope everyone is fine and happy, and I hope everyone is enjoying the Wednesday. It's the first time we've met each other in a while, a very long while. It's been a while. It's been a very long while since we've actually seen each other. It's been a while that we actually got a chance to check on each other. I hope everyone is fine. I hope everyone is happy. I hope everyone is excited as I am. Yes. So what we're going to do is that right now we're looking at term 3 work. So we're looking at term 3 work. We're looking at work starting into the new term. We're looking at work that is, I'll just put on my video one time. We're looking at work into the new term, like new term work, so that you guys can be ready. We're actually following the plan that is set out, that is going to be set out for you guys, even when you get back into school. Um, Even when you get back into school, we're following that plan. As now we are starting. So right now we're looking at term 3 work. We're going to actually go into double-digit long division without remainders. So we're looking at double-digit long division without remainders as we now starting with term 3 work. We are going to go into assessment. There will be an assessment very soon. But for now, we just let us start with the work that we're doing. Right now, what's very important is that we want to start with the work, the most important, the work. Then we're going to go into assessment. Assessment is going to be done very soon. We will get, you guys will be notified on how we're going to do it and all of that. But right now, we're starting with term 3 work. We're starting with double-digit long division without remainders. I did start, we did touch on it last time when we were together. We did touch on it. We just touched base on it. So we were looking at when you now take one digit and you now divide. We touched base on it, but now we're looking at it in depth because it's part and parcel of the new work that you're going to meet as you go along. So it's very important that we look at it. I'm going to actually now switch off my video and then speak throughout. If need be, we'll go back into using the video, but I think my voice will be fine enough for now as we're going into it. Guys, also one more thing I always say is that as of I said the last time, that best way to contact me, it's either through Twitter or my email address. One of the two. You can send me an email or you can send me a tweet. One of the two here. Let me just try and work this thing. There we go. So you can send me a tweet, or I may not say a tweet, rather a direct message, or you can drop me an email. One of the two work for me. It's best both work for me. I have no problem with either or. So please stay in contact. Please do stay in contact as much as possible. Stay in contact. Let us be together. Let us work together. Let us stay together. Let us always be having constant communication. Also, please, here right now, what I would want you guys to use is the chat. There's the chat. So you can send me a direct message through the chat. Send it right through so that we are able to communicate. So that's in case that I'm going too fast, or I'm going too slow, or you're not getting the lesson. So today is just a simple introductory lesson. It's not that in depth because we're just getting into the thing. So it's best that we start getting into the flow. We're going to start getting more into detail as we go along with our lessons. But This one is just a simple introductory lesson into double-digit long division without remainders. Today we're starting with without remainders. So let us start. So what is long division? If anyone can just raise their hand and that we can see who can tell us what is long division. What are we trying to do? Why do we use long division? You can even put the answer through the chat to say, what is long division? Why do we try long division? What is the purpose of long division? You can even raise your hand if you can, so you can tell us what is long division, what is the purpose of long division, why do we use long division, why is long division important, why is long division important? Who can help us with that? Who can help us with that? That we can quickly unmute you quickly. So who can help us with that to say, what is long division? When I speak about long division, what conversation are we trying to have? What are we trying to say? What are we trying to get when we speak about long division? What is long division? Who can help us with long division? Anyone who can help us with long division. I know that some of you know there's a function of just raising your hand. So any takers for long division, who can help us with long division? Who can help us to understand why do we use long division? What is long division? Those are the two questions that we're trying to answer. What is long division? Why do we use long division? Is there a reason behind long division? Or we're just trying something out? So why do we use long division? What is the reason behind long division? Going once, going twice. All right, let me help you guys out quickly. So long division, why do we use long division? Normally when we divide, we're used to having maybe say a number in the ranges of the tens place. We can have a 30 divided by 10, or 40 divided by 10. Like let's do it. So we can have a number in the tens place. We say 40, right? We have a 40, right? 40, and we're dividing 40, right? I hope this is working out. I'm just trying to use this thing here. All right, so we have a 40. Wow. Okay. We have a 40 here. Let me just quickly remove that. And we want to divide the 40 by 4. Right. So we know we're looking at how many times does 4 appear in 40. That's when you divide 40 divided by 4. And you know that the answer will be 10. So you do not need to use a very long process to get the answer. Now, long division helps us divide the bigger numbers where you cannot get the answer immediately, where you'll not find that you have the answer immediately. That's where we're using long division, because you do not get the answer immediately. There's no time where now you're going to get the answer as quick as we got 40 divided by 4, right? So that's where we use long division. We use long division because we want how to do this. We want to get the answer, or we want to divide a really big number. That's why we use long division. And we use a system of saying divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. How do I remember this? Daddy, mommy, sister, brother. Daddy, mommy, sister, brother. So what do? We first divide, then we subtract, then we bring down. But it's important to know before you start the process, what is my dividend? What is my quotient? What is my divisor? Who can help us with that? Who can help us with getting that to say, what is the dividend? What is the divisor? What is a quotient? Who can raise their hand quickly and tell us what is a dividend, what is a divisor, what is a quotient? Well, let's start. Who can help us with what is a dividend? Who can help us with what is a dividend? When I talk about a dividend, what am I speaking about? When I speak about a dividend, what am I speaking about? Anyone? When I speak about a dividend, when I say that I'm talking about a dividend or yes, a dividend, what am I speaking about? Who can raise their hand for us and tell us what is a dividend? When we're speaking about a dividend, when I want to talk about a dividend, what are we speaking about? What is the conversation about when we say dividend? Anyone? Answer going once, going twice. All right. Maybe there's a small problem with the hand raising function. It's fine. When we speak about a dividend, we are speaking about the number that we are dividing. Right. So here, my dividend, if I say 479 divided by 7, my dividend is 479. Right. That is my dividend. Right? The number that I'm dividing. That is my dividend. That's the number that I'm dividing. The number that I'm dividing is what I call my dividend. Right. Then, sorry, the number that I'm dividing is what I call my dividend. And then I go now to the next step. My next step is my divisor. Sorry. My divisor is the number that I'm dividing the dividend by. The number that I'm dividing the dividend by. So the number that you're dividing the dividend by is what we call our divisor. What we call our divisor is the number that we're dividing the dividend by. It's what we call our divisor, right? So we've got our dividend, we've got our divisor. Then our quotient is the number that we are the answer of this whole division process. The answer of the whole division process is what we call our quotient. So the answer of the division, everything that the answer that we get is what we call our quotient. So quickly, let us have this down with us. My dividend is the number that I'm dividing. My divisor is the number that I'm dividing the dividend by. And then my quotient is the answer of the division process. My quotient is the answer of the division process. So my dividend is the number that I'm dividing. My divisor is the number that I'm using, I'm dividing by or using to divide. And my quotient is the answer of the whole division process. That's why, once we know that, then we know that how we go into the process. So now let's go into the process. I say 7, I want to divide, you're trying to divide the whole 479. But now the problem is you go for digit for digit, digit for digit, right? So that's what happens, is that here you go digit for digit. I start 7, you never in a long division process divide any number which is smaller than your divisor. You never do that in a long division process. Even when now we're going to a step whereby one day I'm going to teach you how to use the long division process to get a decimal. You do not use that. You do not divide you do not use a big divisor for a small dividend. It doesn't happen that way. So what do? We start 7 into 4. Doesn't happen that way. 7 into 47, because now we're using the digits. So we ask ourselves, how many times does 7 go into 47? And then you think, you count in sevens. So we say 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Next one is 42. Then I'm going to what? I've got what? 49. That's 7 times 7. So 49 doesn't work for me. So I'm going to use what? 42, which is what? 6 times. What? 6 times 7 is what? 42. 47 minus 42 is what? 5. All right, I have a hand. I have a hand. Let me get to the hand because let me get to the hand. I saw that we have a hand. So let me get to the hand quickly. Hello? Hello? Think we have a slight problem here. All right. Okay. Think we have a slight problem. Okay, no, here, let me see. Hello?
Sir,
How are you?
fine, sir.
I'm well. Oh, you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Your question is?
I don't understand for the 479 divided by 7.
You've got? You didn't understand the first part.
Yes, sir.
You'd like that I should repeat myself.
Yes, sir.
All right. Awesome. No problem. No problem at all. Right. So, okay, perfect. Right. Let's start again. So, in this system, we use, I hope I respect time. I should respect time because we have about 27 minutes left. So let me respect time as much as possible. So in this system, what we use is that a system of going digit by digit. We are dealing with 479. It's 5. But with long division, the focus is not really on place value. Right? The focus is not really on place value. The focus that we have now is that we're actually looking at digit for digit, dividing it digit by digit. Why? Because you'll always be bringing down. You'll always be having a system of bringing down. So there will be no digit that you leave alone. For example, when I say 4 into, I say 7 divided, or I say 4, I just say 4, 7 into 4. It doesn't work out because it's smaller as I cleared that up. Then I say 7 into 47. Now, it's either in long division, you divide it completely or you get the number before. So if you find out that we know that 47 is not a multiple of 7, because remember, you're only going to be dividing by dividing multiples of 7 when you're working this out. It works out with any other long division process. You're always going to be dividing multiples of that number. If you're dividing using 21, you're looking for multiples of 21 in this whole process. So we know that 47 is not a multiple of 7. Even when you count in sevens, there will be no point where you reach 47. You reach a 49 and you reach a 42. So you can't go over the number, but you can go under the number. That's why when you say 7 into 47 is 6 times. Why? It's the number before, which is 42. Then you say 6 times 7 is what? The 42 that we found. 47 minus 42. Because first we divide, then we multiply. Why? Because we're going to subtract. Subtracting 47 minus 42 is what? 5. Bring down the 9. That's why we either go directly for the number or we go for a number before it. So we know that, as I said, 7 is not a multiple of 47 is not a multiple of 7. Therefore, we cannot divide it using the of saying, no, we're going to go divide 47 completely. No, we're going to go for one before, which is 42. That's why I say we even counting to say within 47, how many sevens do you get? You reach at 42 because you won't get to 47. So you know, okay, the one before, which is 6, then I subtract, I have 5. 5, I bring down the 9, I have now 59. 7 into 59 goes how many times? 8 times. Why? You count in sevens. And you know that you're going to get to 56. If you count in sevens, after 49, which is 7 times 7, the next one is what? 56, which is 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. 59 minus 56 is 3. Then, because, as I said, here there's a remainder, but I liked the way they represented it. So remember, what's important is the process. First we divide, then we multiply, then we subtract, then we bring down. First divide, then we multiply, then we subtract, then we bring down. We're going to go now and look into another example, 2 examples, and then because we're doing double digit, so we're going to look at 2 examples. I just want to get confirmation. Do we understand the long division process? Do we understand the long division process? That's one confirmation I want from you guys is, do we understand the long division process? Do we just, quick confirmation, do we understand the long division process? Once we understand that, the process of it, that would be perfect. So do we understand the long division process? So if we understand the long division process, it's super, right? Write this example down for just quick 2 minutes. Write this example down. The fastest 2 minutes that you would ever spend in your life is, all right, let me say 3 minutes. Let me be lenient. 3 minutes, write this example down. All you just need to do is write this. You don't have to write everything here. All you can do, let me just quickly circle it. This. There we go. Quickly write this down and we go along. So what's important is long division is what we use to divide very big numbers. So you can use divide, you can try it just to try and test your knowledge. Use long division to divide numbers that go into the 100,000s. Use it to divide numbers that go into the millions. It's fine. Why? Because we are just trying to establish, to say that, do we understand long division? And as understanding long division, what do we use long division for? So once we understand the long division process, then we're able to divide numbers that go even into the 100,000s, because we understand the process that is digit for digit, and we keep on repeating: subtract, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. It's a repetitive process. It's a repetitive process. You're always going to be doing the same over and over until you even get annoyed. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. It's a continuous repetitive process. And always you're gonna be like, okay, I first divide, then I multiply, then I subtract, then I bring down. Then I divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. You keep on doing that same repetitive process throughout the sum. So we're going to just try out one example with double digit. Then after trying out one example with double digit, I'll give you guys 2 examples to do on your own. We do get the answers, and then we continue the lesson tomorrow. As I said, this was just an introduction for you guys to get into it. The homework, I'm going to show it up also, so that you guys can see it yourselves. And then we will call it a close at 8:45. At 8:45, so that you guys have the opportunity to go and get ready for your next lesson. We have to respect time as much as possible. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, just can I get a quick confirmation if you guys are done writing? You can just quickly put in the chat done, and that would be awesome. Quickly put in the chat done, and that would be awesome. While I wait for that, I will take the question that I see that someone has raised their hand. So I will take the question. I hope it's a question. Seems that they removed it. Right. Hello? Hello? Seems to not work. All right. If it seems not to work, you can just put it in the chat as well. It'll be super if you could put it in the chat that you're done. All right. Awesome. I just got confirmation that that was not a question. It's fine. Right. Just confirmation that you're done, and then that is awesome. Once I get confirmation that you're done, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Awesome. That means majority of you must be done. Right. Let us look at this one. Beautiful example of double digit. Then we'll go into, I would have liked to use one of my own examples than using what I got. Yeah, let's use one of these ones. Right. So I've got 2025. 2025. Right. Now, looking at 2025, we're following a process of, as we say, we remember it this very simple way. Daddy, mommy, sister, brother. I divide, I multiply, I subtract, I bring down. It's always going to be the same process. It's a repetitive process. You're always going to be doing the same process over and 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 over again. You divide, you multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring. There's no quit. There's no quit to it. There's no quit to it. You're always going to be doing the process. Right. So I start. I've got 25. Now, guys, remember, with double digit, you will never find a situation, or let me say this, you will never find a situation whereby you're going to divide anything that is less than the divisor, which is the number that we're dividing with, or is within the unit place when we're looking at the digits. We're always going to be looking at tens going up. This is 25. 25, I say 25 into 2, won't work. 25 into 20 won't work. Why? It's 25, it's bigger. So I have to go into the hundreds place. 25 into 202. So I am looking at how many times does 25 go into 202. So I'm either looking at, does 25 divide 202 completely, or there is a number that I can pay reference to within the whole, within 202, right? Divide 25 by, or is the multiple of 25 that I can actually subtract, because the purpose is that we're also, if it's not dividing in completely, we're looking at saying that, okay, I want to find something that is close by 202. So I want the number before 202, which is a multiple of 25. It works out that way. So let's think. 202, I count in 25. 25, 50, 75. Then I have 100. Then I've got what? I've got 125. I've got 150. I've got 175. Then I've got 200. So remember, I don't want to go over. So I'm not going to 225. I don't want to go over. I want to remain under 200. I want to remain under 200. Or I want to I want to remain under 202, or I'm looking for 202. Right. I hope we're together. I hope we're together. So if I say 25 into 202, I'll say it's 8 times. Not that when I divide 202 by 25, it's 8. The number that I found before 202, the number that I found before 202 works with 25 in the 8th region. That's why we go to the multiply part to say, this 8 times 25 gives me 200. We can check. 8 times 25 is what? 200. 200 minus 202 is what? 202 minus 200 is 2. Bring down the 5. Bring down the 5. Once I bring down the 5, then I start again the process. But now I'm not dividing here anymore. I've brought down, so I start here. 25 into 25 is what? 1 time. 1 times 25 is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. So my answer of 2025, my answer is 81. So that's the important parts of the question. Do I have any? Oh, I've got a question. Good. Hello. Hello.
Sir?
Hi, how are you?
So I don't understand the question.
You don't understand? All right, I'll repeat myself. Right. I'll repeat myself. Then we need to try out one example, guys. So I'll repeat myself. What's important here in long division? We're going to continue this tomorrow. It's fine. I've seen the places where we might not understand each other. What's important here in long division is that I'm looking at 2025, right? We're looking at 2025. Looking at 2025, we are trying to think of saying that when I divide 2025 by 25, what is that I'm getting? But in long division, we do it as a digit per digit process. So we don't think of place values for now. We're thinking digit for digit process. And now what I'm saying is that I'm looking at, when I'm saying 25 into these digits, what is going to happen? Now, I said at first 25 into 20. It didn't work out. It doesn't work out. Why? Because 20 is less than 25. And remember, we do not do less than the number. It's either we're looking for a number equal to the divisor or more than the divisor. Then I said 25 into 202, which works out. Why? Because 202 is more than 25. 202 being more than 25, I'm able to say now, I'm thinking, how many times does 25 go into 202? And remember that I am not looking to divide 202 by 25. Why? Because I know 202 is not a multiple of 25. It's not a number that is going, it's even if we divide 202 by 25, we're going to get a decimal as an answer. We're not going to get a perfect number. So I'm looking for a number or I'm looking for a number, or sometimes you look for a number, or you say, I'm looking for how many times that's 25 going to 202, right? Or let's say I'm looking for how many times that's 25, okay, 25 going to 202 before going over it. So I'm looking at, let's think about it. I counted 25, 25, 50, 75, then I've got 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Now I met 200, which is saying 8 times. I can't go over 202. So I have to be fine with the 8 times that I found. Then I say 8, it's 8 times. 8 times 25 is what? 200. 202 minus 200 is what? 2. Bring down the 5. We divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So we say 25 into 202 is 8 times. Not that we're dividing 202. What is saying that 25 goes perfectly into 202. Why? Because there's a 200 before the 202. Where 25 goes into the 200 8 times. 8 times 25 is 200. 202 minus 200 is what? Is 2. Bring down the 5. 25 into 25 is what? 1 time. 1 times 25 is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. Then I have 81. Please write down this example so we can do a quick question and then I show you a homework. I'll give you a quick minute to write this down. I'll give you a minute and then we're going to try out a question for ourselves for some time. And then, wow, my time is not working. Quickly write this down. Quickly write this down. Quickly write this down. Quickly write this down. Please, guys, do not be afraid to tell me when you don't understand. Quickly write this down. We have a minute. Then we're going to try out an example. I'll give you guys an example to try out. You know, looking at the time, let's do this. Let us write down the work and then we have a quick discussion looking at the time. Because one thing I'd love to do is keep to time. So looking at the time, let us rather quickly write this down and then I get notification if you're done. All I want is just to tell me if you're done. And then I show you guys the homework, right? Then we can quickly discuss while looking at the homework. What don't we understand and what would you like in tomorrow's lesson? So I can have it down in my notebook right now. So I can have it down what I can add into tomorrow's lesson. Looking at the time, right? Looking at the time, what can I add to tomorrow's lesson that we can discuss while showing you the homework? Because I would like you guys to write down the homework. So now in the last 5 minutes, what we can do is just have a discussion of what don't you guys understand. But right now, can you just quickly tell me if you're done writing down the answer? Right. Right. So what I can do is that right now, I just want quick confirmation if you're done writing this down, then I can show you guys the homework. I can show you guys the homework. All I just want is a quick confirmation is that if you guys are done just writing down this example, so I can show you guys down the homework. Because yes, it would have been nice to do that, but it's very important that we wrap up. All right. It's good. All right. This is what I like. I like is that when you see that we're actually working together. So can we quickly just get that you guys are done? Let me show you guys the homework and then we can have a nice quick discussion. All right. I think we're done. see most of you guys are done. Let me quickly show you guys the homework. Because, there we go. Here's the homework, guys. Quickly write down your homework. Here is the homework for tomorrow. Here is the homework for tomorrow. Quickly write down your homework for tomorrow. Here is your homework for tomorrow. And then I would like that you guys, while you're writing down the homework, I've seen that someone said that you guys would like to do more examples. So what tomorrow we'll do is that I'll explain one and then we'll do more. You guys will do more, and yeah. So we can just quickly speak each other to say, all right, I see someone has raised their hand, or his hand, or her hand. Say that.
Sir,
Hello? Yes, hi.
did you say this homework is for tomorrow or for today?
To do what? Please repeat the question.
I'm saying that should we do the homework today or it's for tomorrow?
It's today for tomorrow. You're doing it today to see whether you understand so that we can continue. Remember why homework is important is so you guys can see whether you understand or not.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Awesome. 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 Any other questions, guys? So I've seen that you guys are saying that we should have more questions tomorrow. It's fine. That is perfect. Right. So we have 2 minutes left. Please quickly write down the homework. You guys have been a super class. Please tomorrow, guys, come with also questions. Since there are no questions now, because we could have just done questions in the same time we're doing the homework. Understand? But quickly write this down. Here's what is your homework. Please quickly write this down. Awesome. And thank you guys for being super students. Thank you guys for being awesome. Love you guys with all my heart. You guys are awesome students. You're awesome people. You're an awesome bunch. So please quickly write down the homework. Yeah. And also, if there's any, because right now you left with a minute. If there are any questions, you left with 1 more minute. Right. But besides that, thank you guys for being an awesome bunch. Thank you guys for everything. Continue to be legendary. And that is bye from me.